Okay.
Love McCarthy on the bench, Monkhorst, and I think it was Wright.
In the early stage, I'll ask you that, and I'll ask you changes, late changes for Collingwood.
By the way, it is Monkhorst. I asked him before the game.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. A very important game here at VFL Park for Collingwood. They must win, not only to get back into the 5, but to keep their finals hopes alive. And Ross Glendinning, drama in this game as far as Collingwood's concerned as we go to the first bounce and the first kick by Turner.
Yes, definitely, Sandy. Dacos and Norwood out for Collingwood, and their replacements in the selected side, Doug Barwick, and also first gamer in Brendan Tranter.
So a couple of heavy blows for Collingwood as they go down towards the forward line. Bryce comes out with a fist but misses. Arisalakis in the pocket, almost throws it out close to the boundary line. It goes over, and so we'll have a throw in the left forward pocket. Collingwood incidentally winning the toss and kicking right. The breeze, Peter, what would you say here at VFL Park today?
Well, the breeze has come up, but I don't think it'll make all that much difference to either end as we see the ball still in that forward pocket. And I'll tell you what, Ross, if the first minute is any indication, it's going to be a tough game.
Well, I think North Melbourne obviously want to aspire for something next year, have some influence on the 5, and naturally if Collingwood today, it's going to make it very difficult for them to have their final 5 situation cemented.
I would imagine North would have something to prove after last week too, Ross.
Oh, without doubt, Sandy.
There's Mullane trying to get it back into play. Barwick's in the side. He was hip and shouldered, I thought. But the umpire said a push in the back. We'll go to Barwick. He's a great kick of a football. He's out 55 metres out from goal. Now the short one is on. Oh, good lead by Kelly. Poor play by Bryce. He was a mile behind.
Yes, he followed Kelly, who dummied to the other pocket, and in turning around very quickly, Bryce is left flat-footed. Kelly got the break very quickly, and a good pass from Barwick. A good mark overhead. Bryce very late on the scene there, playing fullback.
Craig Kelly from approximately 20 metres. He'll kick this one. 45-degree angle. As easy as they look, these shots, but should give Collingwood a start. He stabs it low and has put it through.
Well, Craig Kelly's played some interesting football this year for Collingwood, having come from South Australia. Played some good games early in the season from the club Norwood, having played early in the season at centre-half forward, then played some games in the back line and also done some ruck work. Now proving his versatility as a full forward, and that's a very good start for him. Paul Bryce will have to be a little bit more tidy and read the game better than he did on that occasion. Donald McDonald starting at centre-half back on Craig Starcevich.
And they're having a little bit of a how did you do behind players. We go back to the centre once again. It's won by Fellows, pushed down towards McDonald, who charges forward, tries to spin out of trouble. The ball breaks free, taken by Wright, down towards half forward. Oh, no mark taken, play on is the call. Still a chance for Mullane. He played it in front, then swings round onto the left foot, back to Starcevich. A hurried high kick by Starcevich goes across the face of goal and is out of bounds on the full in Collingwood's right forward pocket.
North Melbourne have Ross Smith picking up the dangerous Darren Mullane. Big task for him. Still a very, very good player, Ross Smith.
So Bryce to bring the ball back into play. Going over the defensive 50-metre line, a big pack of players. Larkin waits out at the side, goes onto the left foot. His kick goes down towards centre wing, but it's marked by Tranter. Big day for him as he drifts it into the centre. He was looking for Wright. Unable to take it was Anthony Stevens, another first gamer. North through Dwyer, forward though, up to Allison. Here's a chance for the Roos. He's got Steele running with him inside 50 metres. Is this the quick reply? He shoots in towards goal and has missed.
Darren Steele should have finished off better. They had the good sense once he did break free with the handball coming from Allison. Just didn't steady quite well enough. Off to the left-hand side.
Ronnie McEwen playing at fullback has the last couple of weeks with Brian Taylor out has been down the other end, of course. There's 3 or 4 flyers in that pack. There's Buckley trying to get in the hand pass. Good play by Paul Hawke to Gaffer. Now, interesting. Yes, Gaffer has got a head guard this week after that bad gash.
Oh,
Ross.
yes, that's one of the worst gashes that a lot of medical people have seen on the head. Some 30-odd stitches.
Well, there he is, Michael Gaffer, very honest player. Always gives 100%. Here's Murray Renstead, the former West Coast Eagle, going backwards to Gaffer. Oh, smothered off his boot. Good play by Brett Allison. and the ball rebounds off his hands over the line on centre wing.
Just the one goal scored to date. That kick by Craig Kelly of Collingwood. Very good conditions for football today. Buckley couldn't take it for North Melbourne. He's still over the top there. No one able to get it out cleanly. Renstead tries to come away. The umpire's picked out a free kick, and it's going to go the way of Ben Buckley. Putting North deep into attack. Well inside 50. The kick is dropping short. Have they got anyone waiting down in front? Here's the opportunity. Crocker picks it up. Kicks it high in towards full forward. No one waiting down. Now the pressure on Brown of Collingwood. With McEwen, he combines in the back pocket. McEwen runs round nicely. Gets clear. Kicks up towards centre wing. Renstead in front of the pack. Unable to complete the mark. Now a chance for North Melbourne once again. The hand pass is high, however. They may get away with it. In fact, will, as the kick comes from McRae down towards the 50-metre line. The diving mark is taken, and John Longmire on that 50-metre line. A chance to goal for North Melbourne. The Roos at the moment trail by 5 points. Longmire, 45-degree angle, 50 metres out. Drifting it into the square. The big fist away, however, taken by Crocker. Snaps over his shoulder. Fair-looking kick by Crocker. He's got it.
Well, Sandy, I was going to make the comment that with that big pack forming, there was no small man for North Melbourne at the base of the pack. Crocker was the best to recover, and he's promised a lot, Darren Crocker, and they've bestowed the 27 number, Guernsey, on Darren Crocker. That's the belief they had. He was going to be such a good player, taking over from Keith Gregg. But he's had such a bad run with injuries, particularly this year with breaks in hands, etc. That's really had some bad effect on his form. So let's hope that Darren Crocker can see the rest of the season out.
North Melbourne by a point. Hepburn, the big fist-up, 35-metre punch to half forward. Michael Christian leads in the race. The hand pass finds Graham Wright. Right from centre wing, bring it towards the half-forward line. McDonald taps it down. Good disciplined play. Here's Hepburn going inside to Swass. Swass to Crocker. That's good play to Buckley. This is good football, North Melbourne. Buckley, a poor kick towards the full forward line, but over the back, it's Longmire and Jason Kroll, and Kroll was pushed in the back, and that must have been the side, according to the umpire. And Ronnie McEwen ran at the ball and overran it.
Yes, I think he looked as though he had a couple of pieces of 4v2 at the back of his legs there. Peter couldn't quite bend down far enough.
Well, he didn't get a great bounce either. There's Wes Fellows back in the side. Oh, here's a chance again. Oh, they got a bad bounce. Longmire. Collingwood desperately tap it through. I think we're in for a very even contest today, Ross, particularly with those two Collingwood men out. Vital players, Morwood and Dacos.
It's really evened up the contest.
So Ronnie McEwen again. Well, he's going dangerously short towards Tranter, but equal to the task. Wright marks on the defensive side of centre wing. The Magpies a chance to run now through Kerrison. Over centre wing goes the kick from Shane Kerrison. No mark to Starcevic. Play on by Law. Kicks back towards the wing once again, only to find once more Shane Kerrison. Right on centre wing. Wright has drifted down. Marks between centre and half forward. The lead of Perkins ignored. He goes long inside 50. Oh, big fly by Harusalakis.
Some pushing out the pack initially, Sandy, yes. Donald McDonald was infringed upon as Harusalakis flew for that mark.
McDonald short looking for Ackerley. Finds him at half back. One of the Roo veterans. Kicks high in towards the centre. Plenty of black and white Guernseys there. Kroll claimed by Buckley. Beautifully stolen by Buckley. On to Steele. Steele kicks long in towards the forward line. Long and low. Unable to be picked up on the half volley. And it goes over the line and out of bounds with Steele unable to keep it in.
Gee, if he had have gone inside there, he had a man on his own with an open go at goal.
So North have it in their attacking zone. They lead by 2 points. And a good tight start to this game. Buckley's kick high down towards the pocket area once again. The bouncing ball is not being kind to North in that forward line. Allison couldn't take it.
Why wouldn't Longmire have run at that mark, Ross?
He's only half-hearted there. He's obviously trying to wait for the bounce, but he should have attacked it more desperately.
Well, in that forward pocket, well, there's Crocker brought to ground. There's Longmire going in after, or not enough aggression by Longmire. Good tackle, though.
Too high, Peter.
And the umpire said the one arm around his neck on Paul Hawke. And Hawke, last line of defence. Had a good year, Paul Hawke. There's Fellows from behind, couldn't take the mark. This Brendan Tranter, his first game, looks good. And he's gone wide. Harisa Larkis has been in great form in recent weeks. Now he's going for dangerous hand pass to Renstead, who went for it with one hand. It was poor play that by Collingwood. Swass, David Dwyer brings it back. A bad bounce allows Fellows to pick it up and bring it to half forward. McDonald's at the back. He's got a teammate there in McRae to chip in and take the mark.
Good shepherding by McDonald allows him to take the kick out wide towards Stevens. Another new boy for North Melbourne, coached by Xavier Tanner. He kicks down towards half forward, but only to Christian. Back into the centre. Kroll the target. Unable to take the mark. May take the free kick.
Yes, Anthony Stevens in attacking that ball, just gone to the back of Jason Kroll.
Kroll from the middle. Starcevic and Harusalakis.
He's a good mark, good player, been very impressive. Kicked 5 goals last week, standing in a losing team the week before, played very well against Geelong.
Not thinking about a handball this time. Goes longer, inside 50. Off the head of Perkins it came. Starcevic on the left foot, smothered by Ackerley. Well done by David Ackerley. No one able to get that one out. And the umpire has found a free kick. Well, he let play go on long enough. Ackerley backpedaling in no uncertain fashion to Bryce. Goes onto the left foot and kicks up towards the half-back line, but only as far as Kroll. Now here's a chance for Collingwood. In towards Barwick, couldn't pick it up. Mullane's hand pass, caught, but high. Free kick will go the way of Craig Starcevic.
Well, a desperate attempt there by Darren Steele as the ball's in the air to knock the ball free from Starcevic, and Starcevic grabbing it with both hands, still then having to change his mind and try and tackle. You see he jumped up to try and smother what was going to be a handball from Starcevic. Changed his mind, Starcevic, and the high tackle from Steele.
So a goal here would give Collingwood the lead once more. Collingwood's Starcevic makes no mistake. Second on the board for the Maggies.
Well, Sandy, Craig Starcevic has had a very up and down season. He's spent some time in the reserves. He's had trouble finding form at centre half forward. He spent time on the bench when picked in the scenes on occasion. So a very, very committed player. I know Lee Matthews is impressed with his attitude. He always trains hard and always tries during games, but form's eluded him a little. So that'll be a good confidence booster for Craig Starcevic.
And I'm sure, just looking at that breeze, I think Collingwood are definitely kicking with the aid of the breeze. They're kicking for North Melbourne's kicks down their end, holding up in the air. So maybe Collingwood do have a slight breeze. Here's Starcevic again. Oh, he's lost it to German. Back come the North players. Now they might play this holding the ball. No, they won't. Steele to David Dwyer. Clever hand pass to Swash. A further hand pass to Allison. Allison, an open goal. Stabs. Oh, a shocker. An absolute shocker. Has kicked it out on the full from 35 metres.
Well, but that's the second time they've set up playing for teammates. The first time Darren Steele missing to left. That time Brett Allison on his favoured foot pushing right across the face of goals.
McEwen high. Back towards the half-back line. That big Wes fellow. Too much height. So the left footer floats one towards centre wing. Wasn't a good kick off the boot. Taken by Schwass. Quick to play onto Steele. North look damaging as they go deep into their forward line once more, but a mighty fist away propels the ball back to half-back. Hawke unable to take it. Again, it lands with Schwass from a standing start. He kicks high. In towards the square. No one waiting down in front. Larkin overruns it. Crocker an attempted soccer off the ground, and he goes after it again with Larkin. Could have got one in the back.
That was desperation, Ross.
Yes, the Collingwood player there, we'll pick him up in a minute, desperately trying to dive on the ball. Had Larkin just fall over in front of him first. A similar attempt, and of course, crashing to the back of Larkin. Giving Larkin that chance now to post a goal. Big responsibility on Matthew Larkin the last couple of years. Best and fairest winner 3 times.
Larkin From 20 metres, kicks it high but makes no mistake.
Well, this game's certainly starting out very evenly. North's had a couple of forays forward, which have resulted in 1 point and an out of bounds on the full kick coming from Steele and Allison on that occasion. Good effort by Larkin. As I mentioned, the leader really of the North Melbourne side, along with John Law, who's actually his captain. Matthew Larkin, one of those up-and-coming groups, or very much an established player, but one they're looking forward to, Sandy, to lead them into the 90s.
Two very even sides, I'd say, today. On paper, anyway. North lead by 2 points. Renstead on the left foot, the half foot. Risalakis at the back. Oh, it's punched by the North defender. Oh, high tackle. Oh, I thought McDonald caught one around the head then, but it's a free kick going to Perkins. Perkins to the pocket, and the mark has been taken by Graham Wright.
It's interesting, Peter, with that free kick. Initially, the tackle came on McDonald. That was the first free kick given by the umpire holding the ball. Then the second one was the high tackle. So
quite right,
the umpire
Ross
sits with his first decision.
Well, this is Graham Wright. A difficult shot. He is on an acute angle, but only 25 metres as he kicks, and it floats through. Another one to the Magpies.
Well, good kick from Graham Wright. Not an easy position to kick a goal from here at VFL Park, and the breeze would have been coming from his left shoulder across his right. He allowed very well there, and a good kick from Graham Wright.
And Ross, his 50th goal in league football in his 33 games since joining Collingwood from Devonport.
He's been handy, but again, been up and down in form, Sandy. In fact, was listed to start on the bench, but in fact, Monk Horst and also Colin Alexander starting on the bench for Collingwood.
So the Magpies lead by 4 points. 3 straight goals to 2-2. As Fellows prepares himself in the centre to do battle with Hepburn. Won by Fellows. Who's going to take it out of the centre? Dwyer comes to meet it. Loses and then regains control. Across to Steele, wider to Ackley. Wasn't a good hand pass, however. David Ackley equal to the task. Recovers nicely, pushes it out wide and finds Anthony Stevens. Plays on. North Melbourne trying to get this ball moving as quickly as they can down to inside 50. But Christian is there. 50 metres.
He took 15 marks or so last week, Sandy, and in a losing side, it was a fine effort. Mind you, the ball was coming down to their back line a fair bit last week, so it's a very untimely 50-metre penalty.
Yes, it's going to give Collingwood a chance to score. And with a great mark like that by Gavin Brown, it could prove to be a very costly 50-metre penalty.
A stupid play by Bryce.
Fine grab by Brown. Had a tremendous start to the season. Big year for Gavin Brown. State representative from 50 metres. Well, he's got no problem at all with the distance, but he might have just floated it across.
That's the direction that breeze is going, Sandy. Just pushed a bit from left to right.
So the first blemish on the Collingwood scoreboard. 3-1 plays 2-2.
Paul Bryce at full back playing on Craig Kelly. Now he's kicked wide to the half back line, and the mark was dropped out there by Hepburn. They seemed to go for that one-handed then. The ball is on the half back line. Just under 10 minutes of play left in this first quarter. 5 points the difference. Collingwood in front. Where's Fellows? He wrapped to be back in that side. Here's Dwyer hooking it back. Steele caught behind. Clever play by Mullane. Risalakis, the receiver. Good play by Collingwood. To half forward. Is that another mark? No, all players going in very, very hard. Perkins on the base of the pack, and the umpire will come in and bounce it. A couple of youngsters playing their first game today. Anthony Stevens for North and Brendan Tranter for Collingwood. So big gains for those two players. Still on Collingwood's forward line at half forward. Down at the ground it goes. Donald McDonald. Now it's John Law picking it up. He's gone right out wide towards the half-back line. Darren Mullane has got it. He's been in fine form, Mullane. Mullane centering the ball beautifully. Finds Renstead. And North will have to start manning up a little bit better. Renstead to half forward. Kelly in front of the back. Over the back of Risalakis. Onto the left foot. Instead goes for the hand pass to Graham Wright. Wright further afield to Barwick, who's caught, and that'll be holding the ball. Well, good defensive play by North Melbourne, Ross.
Yeah, it was, but they just got there at the last minute. It looked as if it was going to be a lay down was their goal. Good pressure from the North defence.
John Law towards Dwyer. In front of right, Mark Strong. David Dwyer in towards the centre. Buckley is there. Oh, plays on very quickly with a hand pass that's put Peter German under a ton of pressure. Wearing him like a glove was Jamie Turner. The ball finishes over the line.
See, Ben Buckley was not really good play there. He's actually picking up Paul Hawke in the tagging role.
James Manson, Brian Taylor and co. The Collingwood players unable to be considered. Watch from the stand. Buckley couldn't take it. But Collingwood forward through Harusalakis, only as far, however, as Donald McDonald. And you might almost lose that. No, he's just having a word with him. Don't know why there was nothing in that, Pete, was there?
Nah.
To centre wing. Again, the fellow's too tall. Well, he plays on with the handball. They will get away with it, however, as the kick comes down towards the forward line from Tranter, who's having a good start. Only as far as Rossi Smith, who pushes out wide. Stevens, there's an initiation to league football. Now Renstead. Steele will come from behind with the fist. Barwick, an opportunity, couldn't take it. Neither could Schwass. The tackling has been great. And there's a classic example. Great stuff. Great pressure football by both sides. Collingwood realising the importance of this game as Stevens picks it up. Goes quickly onto the left foot, only to the middle, and only as far as Fellows. He's picked up 3 or 4 marks so far in this game. Towards Starcevic. Maybe beaten by numbers here. Smith and McDonald at Smith's kick, but he puts it straight out of bounds on the foot.
Shane Kerrison will take this penalty kick.
And it was interesting yesterday, Pete. Fitzroy seemed to be bowling along happily, but trailing, and then they realised in the third quarter they had to win. The pressure was right on, but in this game it's on from the word go.
I'll say it is, and this is Paul Bryce taking that nice mark over Kelly. Now he's gone to the half-back line, the ball holding up in the breeze again. Kerrison, very desperate player. Donald McDonald waits for it to go over the line. Could have gone and grabbed that.
Yes, if he had gone flat out the first time, he would have saved it going over.
Well, maybe he didn't want to save it, but he's playing at centre-back. He seems to be puffing and blowing a bit. He'll have to play close on Starcevic. Renstead over the back. Caught with the ball. He's lost it. Good tackling. Schwass seems to be in fine form today, Wayne Schwass. A lovely pass to centre of the ground and has found Peter German. Always wanting to go wide, North Melbourne. This is Allison in front. Just took his eyes off it. John Lloyd McEwen charges through. Now, how will the umpire see that? He's called it all right. Turner's lost it to German. Good tackling by North. German inside. David Dwyer from 40 metres kicks and hooks it across his body. But that John Longmire, I know he's only a young player, but 3 or 4 times he's just been half-hearted for the ball.
Yes, and in the end there he managed to get the ball out to German, but yes, could attack the ball a bit more fiercely.
Well, there he is on screen. He's only a youngster and he's got a lot of promise, but he's just got to run a bit harder at it.
Kick back into play on the outer side with Peter German in trouble. Gets the hand pass away to Schwass, who's been busy. This time onto the right foot. Long kick in towards full forward. Longmire forced to defend from behind. Picked up by Crocker. Goes deep into the pocket. Left foot snap close to the boundary line. Allison is there. And the kick coming in from Fairley eventually finishes up one behind.
Interesting duel there, Sandy, in the centre between Schwass and Renstead. Renstead, reader of the play, not as quick as Schwass. Schwass the dasher. A good contest if that maintains through the course of the game.
The North hierarchy have certainly been in the news of late. Included in that group, Simon Crean. But back to the action. Just under 4.5 minutes remaining. Right out to Mullane. Dodging and weaving. Eventually has to centre it to Fellows. Has Turner running. Doesn't use him. Wants to go wider to Renstead. Gets away from Schwass. Poor kick for Starcevic. Ackley now a chance for North. Bang. Runs into Hawke. Ball breaks free. Comes to Turner. A hurried high kick to half forward. Arusalakis behind Law on that occasion. Out to Ackley. And North Melbourne out of trouble once again through McRae.
Beautiful kick by McRae has found German. They're looking quite dangerous, North, but Peter German mucking around with it a little bit. He's wanting someone to lead. That's what he was calling for. Now the leader's on. That's better play by Longmire. As he's coming up to the 50-metre mark, he might have to do that. Now let's see if this ball holds. Oh, nice looking drop punt. He's hooked it across his body. Is it a mark? No. Crocker tried to take it. Gaffer's caught from behind. Young Tranter, he looks a promising player. His first game, he's doing well. There's a free kick. It will go North Melbourne's way. And it will be going to the youngster, Anthony Stevens. Now, a left footer to half-forward, fairly up in front. Has it fisted away. Recovers well, Ian Fairley. An ordinary kick, but it's a loose ball with Larkin. He's gone inside with a nice hand pass to Buckley. Buckley from straight in front again has hooked it. And so North Melbourne wasting opportunities.
That breeze again, Peter, just pushing the ball from right to left at that end. The reverse at the other, and that's just seen the ball fade across the face of goals on a number of occasions.
Well, 2-5 plays when the scoreboard attendant moves 3-1, so 2 points the difference.
And just under 3 minutes remaining. Some heavy work on the outer side by Dean McRae, but all to no avail. And over the boundary line, as those young ladies modestly admire North Melbourne's feats of the first quarter. Inside 50 for North, but Turner kicks back towards the centre. Bad bounce for Starcevic. In he goes once again, and look at David Ackley. Real desperation, burrowing in at the bottom of the pack. Holds it up there. And another ball up. Two-5 plays 3-1. Just 2 points in it. Nip and tuck first quarter, and it could be the pattern of play throughout the day. Larkin working hard. With him is Renstead. Still going, Larkin. He is a terror. Still going. On to Schwass. Played by Larkin. Schwass will get round onto that left foot. Go up towards German. Again, he needs something to kick to up forward. And there is a shocking straight to Kroll. On to McEwen. Collingwood getting out of trouble with relative ease, but that was a poor kick as well. McDonald lost it. Now Christian. Bit of support from Turner. Towards half forward. Over the back, Harusalakis is quick to tackle Law, but tackle too high, said the umpire. So John Law. Wide to Steele. Can run on. Actually pulls his kick back towards centre wing. Fairley is there and takes the mark for North.
Fairley looking for Longmire. Longmire, beautiful lead. Punched away. Well done, Ronnie McEwen. Hawke, oh, that's a free kick to Paul Hawke. Nearly had his head taken off.
That's a terrible free kick. I mean, there's no need to tackle like that. Now it's 50 metres.
50. Well, it's happened a couple of times now. Ross in this quarter and one against Paul Bryce earlier. And I'm not sure who that one was against. But 50 metres is just too big a penalty to give, and you can't afford it. That's Paul Hawke going to full forward. Kelly has it fisted away by Bryce. North Melbourne roving the packs well. Schwass, that's holding the ball.
It's a good tackle by Kelly. Schwass backed himself, saw a bit of daylight, tried to break through, but a good strong tackle by Craig Kelly. Good to see a forward applying that sort of pressure.
Kelly has kicked one from a 45-degree angle earlier in the quarter, and it just shows you what that 50-metre penalty means. Instead of being on North's forward line, now it's on Collingwood's. Kelly a chance to kick his second from 50 metres, has hooked it high. Bryce up in front. Oh, nearly a mark to Starcevic, but it's fisted away and over the line with 11 seconds of play left in this first quarter. Collingwood lead by 2 points. Very even contest, and I don't think there'll be a time to score here. There's the siren to end the first quarter here at VFL Park. Collingwood lead 3-1, 19 to North Melbourne 2-5, 17.
Two points the difference as we go into the second quarter here at VFL Park. It's going to be interesting to see if that breeze really does favour the right end. North have the use of it if that's the case in this quarter. Law into the centre, but straight to Fellows. The kick is a shocker. Down towards the half-forward line.
So there's just no excuse for a kick like that. On a day like today, there's no influence whatsoever to cause that other than just poor concentration.
Brown towards centre half-forward, but only as far as John Law, who's been receiving some treatment for a bloodied nose. But he's a tough old wiry veteran, John Law, a veteran of 216 games and a great player for the Roos. Right at the back of the pack. Just flicks it over towards Hawke and Harusalakis. And they combine. Turner is there also. Still going. Onto the left foot. Short. Starcevic. Craig Starcevic will kick this ball from the 50-metre line. Collingwood at the moment lead by 2 points. In fact, just outside 50. It's plenty of distance into the square. It's a mark at the back to Kelly. Play on is the call, and one behind. Well,
the umpire must have adjudged that Bryce had first touch on that, Sandy, and allowed play to go on.
he has a bit of a smile about it, Craig Kelly.
Interesting coloured mouthguard there, black. Yes, there was definitely play on. Good decision.
Oh, that was a great mark too then. But why they want a handball all the time? It's got me beaten. That was Hepburn. The kick comes down to half forward. Starcevic getting a lot of latitude from Donald McDonald, Ross, and McDonald's got to play a lot closer than what he is.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Craig Starcevic, a very fit player, runs and runs all the time, more like a half forward than a centre half forward. Makes it difficult for his opponent.
Well, I hope the kicking improves in this game. Absolutely disgraceful at the moment on both sides. No mark. It's at half forward. Fellows lying on top of the ball. The umpire will come in and bounce it, but
Peter, will you have a chance to do kicking practice not only at Collingwood but North Melbourne?
well, I'll tell you what, the field kicking, there's a few players out there certainly need it. There's Hepburn down to Swass. Swass tackled from behind, and the umpire will come in and bounce it again. First quarter was very even. North missed a couple of easy shots. 2-5-17 they are at the moment. Collingwood on 3-2-20. Ball at half forward for Collingwood. The loose one comes out to Alexander, who has replaced Barwick. He kicks to half forward. No mark. The umpire had a good look at that one and said it must have touched the ground. And I don't think Craig Starcevic is arguing. He realises, and there'll be another bounce.
Not as good a catch as Steve Ward took last night.
So inside 50. Flick towards the pocket. Ackley leaves it for his teammate, which may not have been the right thing to do in retrospect.
And fairly been moved from centre half forward to centre half back. I beg your pardon. The wrong player there.
The throw in. Hawke. Renstead bounces off his chest, then he gets it back again. Flicks it quickly into the pocket, but it beats players over the line and out of bounds.
Suggestion there is that Ian Fairley, I think, should go from centre half forward to centre half back, put Donald McDonald to centre half forward, where he has played a lot of football.
Throw in again with McDonald and Starcevic. Plenty of pressure down there in that forward line, and we'll have yet another throw in. 2-5 plays at 3-2. Collingwood lead by 3 points early in the second term. McDonald and Starcevic. Starcevic trying to flick it over the back. Clever play to Mullane. Mullane goes goalwards. It's coming back, but not enough, and another behind is registered. 3-3 plays 2-5.
Yeah, this is Paul Bryce. A little bit indecisive where he was going to kick it. Swass at the back as the flyer, but you can hard to outmark Gavin Brown. He's taken a beautiful mark in front. He's very strong overhead. Gavin. Now he's going the short one up towards full forward.
Oh.
Great mark by Mullane. And he's off. Short pass, quick thinking by Darren Mullane. Good play. And he has found Kelly directly in front, who has already kicked the goal. And what a brilliant mark that by Darren Mullane. Craig Kelly for his second from directly in front. Stabs at it and goals.
And again, Paul Bryce is getting sucked in toward the play. He was further up the ground waiting for the ball to spill from that pack. In fact, Mullane took that great mark and then very quickly and unselfishly saw that Kelly was free, got the ball down there quick as a flash, and Bryce too late in the scene. As you see him behind the pack, Bryce, almost the punch there on Mullane. He looked back to see Kelly was free, but couldn't get back there quickly enough. Goal to Craig Kelly. It's his second.
Centre bounce once again. 4-3, plays 2-5 as Schwass gets North Melbourne away, down towards their forward line, inside 50, past Crocker it goes. Almost down towards full forward, but it's picked up by Renstead, who just stabs back to centre half back and finds Jason Kroll. Dummies nicely. Kroll from half back, putting Collingwood over the centre towards Perkins and Ackerley. In front, Hepburn. Can't do anything with it. Schwass down there trying to get it out. So too Law. And with Paul Hawke at the bottom, we'll have another ball up. 4-3 to 2-5. Fellows wins it. Pushed wide by McRae. Kick straight up in the air. Now right. Wide towards Perkins. Under pressure. Loses it. Back to the man in white.
Half forward for Collingwood have started off the quarter very, very well. That was McDonald jumping high. Jamie Turner out. McRae cleverly to David Dwyer. Dwyer looking for McRae. Oh, he made tremendous ground then, Dean McRae. Now that was desperation. That's good play. Peter German, a good mark. At half forward, oh, they've gone handball crazy. Over to Ben Buckley. Shocking kick by Buckley. Longmire, good trap of the ball. Brought down by McEwen. Top play by McEwen. That allows Renstead to take it away. And I'd be tempted to get Longmire to the back line and even one of the Fairley to full forward, in my opinion. There's Jamie Turner up to Risa Larkis. Risa Larkis, a nice hand pass. Gavin Brown into the open goal. Kicks and slams it through.
Gee, good play, and also there by Murray Renstead, who also had a chance to kick freely coming off the half back line, because a great shepherd put on by Gavin Brown, and then an ideal follow-up by Brown running straight down the ground from that half back line, and showed all the other players at North who've had a few shots in a similar position in that first quarter, should I say, how to kick a goal with that breeze coming from right to left. Good kick from Gavin Brown. Straight through, didn't look like missing.
Brown's first. Kelly has two. Wright and Starcevic also have singles. So Collingwood kick clear. 5-3, 33. North Melbourne 2-5, 17. Back in the centre once again. Fellows doing well in the ruck. Schwass, a hurried kick to half forward. Fairley picks it up, gives it across to Buckley. Ben Buckley's drop punt in towards Bryce down in the forward line. Can he recover? Goes to ground. Has support. But Longmire claimed. Buckley again. Kick partly smothered. They all pounce in over the top, and as Mick Gaper was about to leave, he's going to be able to hand pass it over to Jason Kroll, who's picked out a free kick from the bottom of the pack. So Kroll from the defensive 50-metre line. Kicking wide towards Starcevic. Pushed down in front to Hawke, almost claimed by Stevens. Christian gets away, gets the hand pass out just in time to Kerrison. Kerrison now forward of centre, going long in towards the forward line. Mullane couldn't hold it. Took a screamer earlier. Arusalakis. Poor hand pass. And North Melbourne out of trouble through McRae. Down towards the wing. Stevens, a hurried kick. Fairley. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't.
Sandy, the other move that Lee Matthews has made, he's got Murray Renstead into a back pocket, pick up Peter German. Jamie Turner into the centre to play on Wayne Schwass.
Fairley at centre forward at the moment. We just saw him on screen. Now there's Ben Buckley trying to crash his way through the pack. Jason Kroll. Stevens appealing for a free kick. Now he taps it back, but straight to Kerrison. Oh, great smother off the boot. Kerrison in after it. Here's Hepburn. shuffling it out to David Dwyer. They've had plenty of the play up forward. This is where they've fallen down. Now Longmire leads. That's a better system of play. Longmire, but he's right out in the half-forward line. Well, actually, he'll only kick from 45 metres. There's no one back in the goal square.
The breeze will be coming from his back too, Peter.
Well, let's see if he can kick it from there. They need a goal. Longmire pushes it slightly across, and eventually it floats through for one behind. But they need a couple of quick goals, North. They're on 2-6-18. Collingwood 5-3-33, so 15 points the difference. But Longmire's been well held down there by Ronnie McEwen.
And here is McEwen. Going to the outer side. That's a lovely kick. Well down to centre half back. Oh, the hand pass goes straight to Schwass. Schwass lets fly with a long left footer, and this could be the one they wanted. Wayne Schwass kicks a very valuable goal for North Melbourne.
Yes, it's a good setup too. Great effort by Matthew Larkin to get the ball out to Schwass. Good teamwork. And Schwass playing the centre, as I mentioned, now being picked up by Jamie Turner to try and curb his effectiveness. Had the better of Rensted in the first quarter. You see here the contest. Matthew Larkin puts his body in very well there. Feeds the ball out quickly to Wayne Schwass, and a good kick from that 50-metre line. As Monkhorst warms up on the bench. And interested to see what change is made now.
And it breaks the drought for North. Their last goal was at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. Centre bounce. Fellows again dominating. And here goes Matthew Larkin once more. A couple of bounces out of the middle. North deep into attack, down towards Longmire. Couldn't take the mark. The ball goes over the top. Rensted close to the boundary line. And a throw in to take place.
Shane Kerrison held Matthew Larkin quite well in that first quarter. He's now just managed to break free a couple of times.
From the throw in, German back over the line and dumped. So North down by just 9 points at the moment. Crocker in from the side, and it's a free kick to North Melbourne.
Yeah, Wes Fellows as the umpire judged there. David Howlett over the shoulder of Fairley in that boundary throw in. Good chance to get a goal from here, Sandy, because the breeze will be going from his left to the right if he just pushes towards that left-hand goal post.
Well, we saw that shot earlier from Graham Wright, where he kicked one from there, and he kicked it out to that left goal post, didn't he, Ross, and floated straight through.
Well, let's see what Fairley can do. North needing one. Well, he's started it out there. Came back, but not enough. So one behind. As North move to 3-7. 10 effective scoring shots to 8, but they trail as McEwen brings it back into play again. This time coming the members' side, looking for Fellows. In front of him is Hepburn. Couldn't quite hold the mark long enough. Rensted couldn't take it. Fellows back again to Rensted. Back to Fellows. Tap on by Brown is a beauty to Colin Alexander. To centre wing. No mark taken. Kroll waits down. Through Alexander. Schwass tries to thread his way through. Can't get past Hawke. McRae in trouble. Buckley gets the hand pass out. Fairley comes to meet it solidly. Has Steele going past. Back to Buckley again. Are they overdoing it? No, Allison's on the 50-metre line. Caught. Great tackle. Alexander crouched, but he still stands up and he gets his kick away.
Great play.
Great play, but a disappointing pass. It goes straight to Hepburn.
Oh, another shocking kick by Hepburn to half forward. Over the back is Ronnie McEwen. And this is really an ordinary game of football as it goes out wide. Let's hope it improves a bit. Graham Wright towards centre wing. Here's Johnny Law with his face covered in blood to Crocker. And he has it punched away by Gafer. He's a hard man to play. But it's the skill factor's down, but the determination's there, Ross.
Yes, and unfortunately we see on the screen Dean McRae's been carried off. It might be a knee or perhaps an ankle. Let's get a report on that a bit later on from Michael Roberts.
Hepburn puts it down the ground. German lying on top of the ball. Here's Crocker over to Larkin, who's starting to come into it. Matthew Larkin straight up in the air. Schwass will fly from behind. Oh, big fist away gives North Melbourne a chance. Michael Christian. Peter German looks very, very slow today. There's Renstead, a great tackle by young Stevens. What a top. That is really how you tackle, Ross.
Yeah, he's really come up quickly, Stevens, and it's been great to see him tackle like that. And he's had a few kicks early, well played. And the player he replaced Dean McRae is John McCarthy.
So a throw-in on the 50-metre line. No one able to get it clear. Eventually pushed out in front of Dwyer and also McCarthy. It's the latter who sees it over the line as we go down to the boundary line. And Mike Roberts, what's the news, Michael?
Well, Dean McRae's been laid down on his front and they're working on his left hamstring. They're just applied ice and I would say strapping. And he's done it fairly badly, I'd say.
Monkhurst got the tap away. Schwass picks it out, looking for Stevens, who fumbled initially, then tried to soccer it away, then goes in at the bottom of the pack and burrows his way out. Renstead. Monkhurst. A high kick. Close to the boundary line on the outer side, and a good mark taken by McCarthy. Well, he's taken some sensational grabs this season.
Yeah, it's interesting to see they actually started on the bench, Sandy.
Kicks long to the half-forward line. Waiting down was Dwyer, but he just couldn't get clear. Graham Wright can for Collingwood. A short little stab pass going up towards Harusalakis on the defensive side of centre wing. Covering some ground, Harusalakis. Kicks in towards the middle. Ackley from behind affects the spoil. Who is going to be first to recover? North a chance to get out of trouble through McDonald, receiving the hand pass from Steele. Bring it across the other side of the ground. Buckley unable to mark. Kroll gets the hand pass away to Christian. He may have to go back to it. No, decides to go short. Again, not a good kick. Monkhurst too slow. Got caught. Stevens edged out of it. Buckley over the top, and a bounce virtually still in the middle. And you're not happy, Pete.
Well, I thought the idea was to kick the ball when you got it.
Yeah, Barwick warming up on the bench. He came off in that quarter-time change. Colin Alexander coming on the ground. He's warming up again.
Monkhurst got it down. Gavin Brown was legged. I'll play on the advantage played to Kroll. Kroll to half forward. Lovely kick. Has found Mullane. Mullane's off to Perkins. Perkins centres it on the left foot. Was good thinking, but Paul Bryce read it beautifully. Off he goes. Oh, handball backwards to Ross Smith. Smith's gone across the face to Donald McDonald, to Ackley. Oh, they've got the loose man going. That's good play by North Melbourne. A bit risky at first, but it's come off to David Dwyer, who wants to do a little bit too much, but eventually gets his kick into half forward. Buckley sets himself. Can't take the mark. The loose ball is with Jamie Turner. He's brought the ground. Michael Christian can't pick it up. Here's Wayne Schwass, who's having a good day. Schwass to Larkin was a silly hand pass. Larkin was covered. John McCarthy in after it for North Melbourne. Lying on top of the ball. Didn't really make an attempt. That's right. Umpire dead right.
Anthony Perkins off. Barwick on.
Wow, what a stupid hand pass that was from Schwass over there to Larkin.
Oh, it just set him up completely. Kerrison just nabbed him straight away.
Well, Larkin and Schwass in a bit of an altercation with their Collingwood opponents, but it's with Paul Hawke at half-back as he brings it to Starcevic. McDonald. Starcevic tapping it away. There's Colin Alexander in the lender hand. North Melbourne trying to get it out. This is Stevens onto the left foot, swings it around the boundary line. Paul Hawke, a well-judged mark.
Hawke at half-back. Easily gets round the player on the mark. Kicks over the centre. Alexander doing the flying from behind. Schwass waiting down in front. Gets it across to Peter German. North looking to go forward once again. He gives it to Buckley. Buckley slowly accelerates with a bounce, then goes long in towards Longmire. Couldn't take it. Oh, sock it through for a goal. Is it by Crocker? He has.
A good recovery there by Darren Crocker, but the player who just couldn't get there quickly enough, Michael Gaffer, made a lunge at that ball. It was in the air. That's Crocker's second goal. He's playing in that full forward area. He's proving a little bit of a handful for Michael Gaffer. As you see the contest here, McEwen, Longmire, Gaffer there to just go and push that ball through for a point. Couldn't get hands on it. Crocker off the ground and a good goal.
And an interesting statistic, Ross, that will back up your reports. In the handball department, North have had 52, Collingwood 33. Centre bounce once again. And again, we are back to a 2-point margin. So Collingwood starting this quarter well, but North clawing their way back into the game. And we've still got just under 8 minutes remaining.
Well, a very even contest. The skill factor is down, but there's plenty of desperation out there. Hit-outs, Collingwood 21 hit-outs, North Melbourne's 9, underlining North Melbourne's lack of big man strength. There's Buckley, though, over to Swass, and here they come again. A chance for Crocker, who ducks back. He's got it to Darren Crocker over to Longmire. Oops. The youngster's got it on the left foot, hooks it back at goal. It's close, but he's missed. 1 point to North. And I thought Crocker might have been better off going straight ahead towards goal then. Yes,
he could have, but obviously saw himself under a bit of pressure, and then Longmire couldn't get the ball back to him because Crocker, in fact, on that motion, run free. Longmire going back onto his left foot.
Well, the Magpies lead by 1 point only, and North Melbourne have had plenty of shots. Ronnie McEwen towards the half-back line. Peter German uncontested. That's bad play by the Magpies. No one went anywhere near him. Peter German 60 metres out from goal. And Collingwood would not want, just before half-time, with 6.5 minutes of play left, North to get a couple of quick goals. Look at this, uncontested. That is disgraceful defensive play by Collingwood.
Well, I was going to criticise Peter German in some form. Peter, I thought he hung onto the ball too long, just waiting and waiting. He gave Christian a chance to get back, Monkhorst a chance to get back. In the end, it worked out well because Longmire led 3 or 4 times. In the end, McEwen thought German was going to go long. Longmire got away from him, received the short pass.
John Longmire for North Melbourne, yet to score a goal from directly in front. Kicks and goals.
Let's put them in front, Peter. In front by 5 points. That just gives them that little bit of incentive to push through now. Collingwood, the challenge is up to them with some 6 minutes remaining in this quarter. And they just need to get a bit more. Ron McEwen now being pushed. I beg your pardon. Ron McEwen just held Longmire in that first quarter. Just had a little bit of trouble in that last 5 minutes. Longmire just coming to a bit of form and a good goal.
So back to the centre, and the Roos have hit the front. They lead by 5 points. 5-8 to 5-3. Monkhorst wins it. Smith soccers off the ground, putting North down towards their half-forward line, only as far as Christian, playing in front of Fairley. Back to Monkhorst again. He does well, but his kick is a shocker. Buckley couldn't control it. Turner gets a hurried kick in towards Alexander. So will Collingwood reply? He passes up towards full forward, and a good mark taken by Gavin Brown.
Gee, it was a good pass, and Gavin Brown just got there in the nick of time. But gee, you mentioned before, Peter, he's a fine overhead mark. Very good pair of hands and great competitor. Just got the edge over there of John Law, had him back a little. Read that very well to Gavin Brown.
So Brown, who kicked the goal earlier in this term, going for his second, and a chance to give Collingwood once again a 1 point lead. He stabs at it. And 1 behind only is the result. So the margin is now 4 points, favouring the Kangaroos. Certainly came back from Carrara with their tails between their legs. And no doubt very keen to make amends as Bryce brings the ball back into play. He'll be looking for Hepburn. With him is Monkhorst. Beats them both. Right, claim. Football spills free. German initiates it to Buckley. Those two have been playing well. Longmire out a little too early. Oh, here's a chance for Allison. Will he have a shot? He does. And kicks it.
Oh, gee, he read that well, and he almost got himself into trouble in going to handball to Crocker, and in doing so, installing to an extra couple of steps. I thought he might have been pinked for running too far. Oh, gee, he read that very, very well off hands with the smother coming, or the tap forward coming from McEwen.
But that wasn't holding the man. There's the replay as we see Allison holding the man down the other end of the ground a moment ago. Ross, what about that one?
Yes, well, unfortunately, Peter, the umpire's always right, aren't they?
Yeah, you can't argue with them, but, oh, boy, the Collingwood supporters hooted.
Ross won't argue with him. He's got a brown one.
Oh, no, he's happy at the moment. He's got a big grin on the face, as Ross Glendinning, as Jamie Turner comes out of the centre on the left foot. Collingwood could do with a goal right here and now. North have got a bit of a run on. It's a loose ball is with McDonald. They're playing with confidence. Over to Bryce. Bryce will go wide. He's looking for David Dwyer, who leads in the race against Graham Wright. Dwyer over the top. He's looking for Wayne Swass, who's been an excellent player today. Schwass, the long kick on the left foot, looking for Crocker. Crocker against Gafer. He was held, and Crocker's got the free kick. The lead is on. John Longmire playing a much better quarter. Can't take the mark. Over the back is Shane Kerrison. A quick kick out of the half-back line. Graham Wright leads in the race. Kicks it off the ground accidentally. Ben Buckley's there. A good tackle on Renstead. Renstead's gone with another tackle. Oh, could have been a free kick to North. Play on, said the umpire, as Stevens tried to crash his way through. The ball's booted right out towards the boundary line. The Magpies under a lot of pressure.
Just over 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and North have turned the tables after trailing by 16 points. They now lead by 10 as Turner goes to ground holding his head, and Kerrison does a little jig.
Well, what else can a player do when a fellow's got his head over the ball? Larkin comes in to contest. He just infringes above the shoulder with his body. Okay, the freak is given there, but Kerrison justly fair.
So Turner from halfback, kicking over the centre. Kelly has it fisted away, straight down to Kerrison again. Longer in towards the forward line. Chancing his arm was Ackley, couldn't quite pick it up on the half volley. There's a North Melbourne free kick.
There to Ackley in the back.
Bit of a push. Ackley wide to Steele. North out of trouble again as Steele goes towards centre wing. He was looking for the youngster in Stevens. McCarthy sets the handball up on the outer side to Dwyer. Now North start to run it up towards half forward, and Wayne Schwass in trouble. Loses it. The ball held, and eventually the umpire decides upon a bounce. Ben Buckley has been pretty busy.
Well, he's got a big heart, Ben Buckley. He's tough as nails. Eight kicks and 4 hand passes to Ben Buckley. There's the tackle by Buckley. Now the umpire saw that as being too high, and I think he was right too. Paul Hawke. There's that 50 metres. Another 50-metre penalty. Is that 3 against North Melbourne so far?
Yes, correct.
Well, this will take him almost to within kicking distance of goal, this kick, to the 50-metre line. And it's Paul Hawke. You can't afford those penalties. Certainly one of them early in the first quarter resulted in a goal indirectly to Collingwood. Paul Hawke from 55 metres sets it up for someone to take a high mark. Players set themselves, and it's a good mark to Gavin Brown again.
Geez, I was watching then, Peter. He really set himself for that. He ran out, making a lead. Then as Paul Hawke kicked, he turned around and just judged his run to perfection with the bustling Bryce and Starcevic. Steele, who's playing on Brown at the moment, couldn't get back there, and a fine pair of hands is Gavin Brown.
Very ordinary effort by Steele too to be caught under the ball like that, as Gavin Brown should pop this one through. Yeah, directly in front, it's a goal to Collingwood.
And that's his second for this quarter. Gavin Brown's proved very effective at forward area, should I say, playing half forward, not on his natural wing. And it's given them another target along with Kelly and also Darren Mullane. So North Melbourne hold on to that 4-point lead. But it's been a pretty good contest, Pete, in terms of effort at the ball. The disposal's been disappointing, really, for the conditions. They should have been. Kicks have been quite astray.
Back in the middle once again as Collingwood closes the gap. Back to 4 points. Monkhurst wins it, but it's Schwass who'll try and take it out of the middle. It spills free from Alexander, taken by Kerrison, down towards the half-forward line. Law bustling his way through, tries to charge it forward. Now Buckley. Good work by Barwick. Onto Harusalakis. Collingwood now go ramming down towards full forward, and marking on the last line of defence is Paul Bryce. Well, just over 30 seconds remaining, so the North defence will desperately want to try and keep it out as Buckley comes over the top. Ninth kick for Buckley goes to Ackley between half-back and centre. David Ackley now wide towards the wing. Oh, Allison didn't go for the ball at all. Monkhurst is claimed. Larkin, but a free kick to go to Collingwood. to be taken by Monkhurst. He needn't worry about it. It is half-time here at VFL Park, and still nothing in this match, although North Melbourne leads 6-8 to Collingwood 6-4.
Sorry?
North Melbourne go into the third quarter here at VFL Park, leading by 4 points. And interesting, I can see John McCarthy down at fullback on Gavin Brown as Larkin gets the first kick of the quarter, straight to Ian Fairley. Fairley from the centre, sending North into attack. Collingwood had a good start in the second quarter. North came back, and now once again it's a line ball. Pushed wide. Chance for Mullane. Stevens doing the chasing, but Mullane gets it across to Kroll. Goes up towards the centre wing area. Christian. Chance to run. Gets it across to Turner. Jamie Turner now. Down towards full forward. McCarthy flies and fists it down, but straight to right. This may just about bounce. No, it goes high into the pocket. No one able to take it cleanly. Kelly gets it out. Barwick almost went without it. In fact, did. Brown had his chances too. No one able to take any advantage. So a throw in Collingwood's right forward pocket. Starcevic a little too far underneath it. Alexander through. The ground with Ackerley. Dwyer soccers off the ground. As good as a kick, but straight to Wes Fellows. Fellows swings round onto the left foot. Kicks long in towards McCarthy and Brown. It's McCarthy who taps it to Schwass. Schwass, a handball wide to McDonald. Donald McDonald just gets his kick in time. A high kick, difficult one to mark. Hepburn got underneath it, couldn't complete the mark. Going through was Hawke, out to right. A standing start. He shoots towards goal, and that's the start Collingwood wanted in the third quarter.
Well done, Paul Hawke. Has been fairly quiet. Less effective, and that's the second goal there to Graham Wright. Good finish off with the opportunity up in the pocket earlier on with Barwick just fumbling and the ball going over the line. Collingwood replying very quickly. Well played, Paul Hawke. We see the contest here. Hawke just pushing that ball forward under pressure from Hepburn, getting the ball out. Good vision, and Wright finishing off very well. Another change, John Kennedy's brought about after half-time. Paul Bryce picking up Starcevic. Donald McDonald on Craig Kelly at centre-half forward.
That will give Graham Wright a fair bit of confidence. That goal, big thump out of the centre, a 40-metre thump by Hepburn was good play. Crocker over to David Dwyer. Onto the left foot, he's gone towards the pocket, but only succeeds in putting it out of bounds on the full. Should have been centering that ball, David Dwyer.
Had their chances down there, haven't they, Peter?
Plenty of chances. McEwen had a good first quarter on Longmire. Longmire, I thought, got on top of the second quarter. Ian Fairley's been fairly solid at half forward. Now he sets it up again. Longmire in front of the pack. Now gets caught behind. Punched away by McEwen. Mullane read it beautifully. Good play, Darren Mullane over to Renstead. Renstead handballs back to Crocker. Who will pick this one up? It's Hawke to Mullane. Mullane tried to crash his way through. Ross Smith in the background seemed to be going in slow motion then. It allows Renstead to go the short one to Harissalakis, punched away by Johnny Law, and over the line. He's a good, solid, dependable player, John Law. Rossi gives everything.
Yes, he does, but Harissalakis has made a reasonable contribution so far for Collingwood.
Centre wing, promising player, Athos. There he is. Couldn't pick that one up. Been a very, very even contest. 46 to Collingwood, North Melbourne 44. And there's a youngster playing his first game, Anthony Stevens from Shepparton. Done a couple of nice things too.
Down on the half-forward line now. Bryce tries to do the shepherding work for McDonald, but Harissalakis comes through, gets it across to Starcevic, claimed, loses it to Kelly. Kelly back to Hawke, up in the air. Harissalakis again, now Law. A hurried high kick back towards centre wing, past Mullane and Kroll. Hepburn shepherded out of it. Mullane caught, but gets the hand pass away. The open space, who's going to be first to it? Stevens, the young boy, playing in his first game, gets it across to Schwass. North Melbourne go down towards their half-forward line. The handball over the top, if he can get on his feet, he can't. Crocker sees it towards the boundary line and over.
It's a good effort on that out of the wing. You mentioned young Anthony Stevens. He's done very well, some great tackles. And it's interesting that he was formerly coached too, Sandy, by a former North Melbourne player, Xavier Tanner, up in Shepparton.
Fellows and Fairley. Fellows with a left fist straight over the line once more. 2 points the difference, favouring Collingwood. A do-or-die match for the Magpies. Fairley this time, Gaifer and Crocker over the line.
Of course, Michael Gaifer was a former North Melbourne player as well.
Still in the right forward pocket. Fellows again, but straight to German. A snap, a high kick, but wide, and one behind only the result. Now a point in it. 6-9 to 7-4. 15 effective scoring shots to 11, but they trail.
Kewen, 5 kicks, 1 handball. He's had to do a lot of defensive work. He's gone the punch a lot today. And in recent weeks, of course, has played at full forward. Now here's Michael Christian taking a nice mark at half back. He took 16 marks against the Swans in a losing Collingwood side. Hasn't been dominant today, though, as he goes to half forward, punched away from Kelly by Law, Steele, and Allison. Oh, a touch of the fumbles. Back it comes towards Johnny Law. He'll probably head for the boundary line. In fact, he allows it to roll over. Point the difference. Collingwood lead. Hard man to play on John Law. You've got to really run him around because he's very strong in the physical clashes. Now the loose punch has come to Allison, and that is even given that there was a man chasing him, Ross, it was a poor kick.
Well, he's a skillful player with hand and foot, Peter, so you're right. No real excuse there. Well, the ball's not greasy, the bruise isn't that strong. The ground's solid underfoot.
Shane Kerrison on screen. Had a few weeks spell a while back with suspension. Oh, there's Mullane flying from behind. The big fist away comes to Harisa Larkis. And that was over the line. And the boundary umpire there to deliberate on that one. Athos Harisa Larkis, 5 goals against the Swans. Promising young player. Hepburn against Fellows. Some wrestling going on there. How will the umpire see that one? It's gone Collingwood's way, and it'll be Wes Fellows' free kick. Off he goes and centres the ball. Nice kick too. Ackley in front. Can't take the mark. Here's a chance for the Magpies through Gavin Brown. He's got an open goal. It bounces the wrong way and through for a point.
He's given them some life up there, hasn't he, Gavin Brown? Moving around, taking some strong marks. Kicked 2 goals. And he's proved very effective for a player who's used to playing on a wing.
Once again, the margin is 2 points as McCarthy brings it back into play. Good looking kick, looking for Bryce. Down in front was Law, couldn't take it. Harusalakis inside 50. Athos fires at goal. What a great kick by Harusalakis. Collingwood goal.
That's a magnificent kick from there, Sandy, and he's paced to break away there with Paul Bryce chasing him. That's his first goal. But again, he's been very active. He's a player who puts good pressure on the opposition backman because he chases, tackles, he's always on the move. We see this good punch from defensive punch there by Craig Starcevich. And Harisa Larkis' first 4 or 5 steps there gave him a chance to break away from Bryce and to kick the goal as well from that pocket. A fine effort.
Good start by the Magpies in this quarter. 8 points they lead by. Fellows gets it down. Here's Barwick. Oh, good hand pass to Hawke. And again, the Magpies come forward through Paul Hawke. Racing at the door. John McCarthy's dropped it. Steele putting one hand out. A loose ball comes to Stevens. Back to Darren Steele. That's better play over to Allison. Let's see if he kicks it better this time. He elects to handball to Steele. And Steele straight down the ground. Longmire in front of McEwen. Good effort by Longmire. That's better play by the big full forward. He's only a youngster. Plenty of promise. Longmire from 60 metres. Kicks long. Fairly ducks back. Can't take the mark. Or did he take the mark?
Good mark.
A very good mark under enormous pressure.
And it was a good kick by Longmire. He did spot Fairley dropping back there quickly, and he directed that pass to Fairley. He wasn't having a shot at goal. And with Gaifer coming from the back and Christian from the front, Fairley kept his eyes on the ball. Would have been very easy to be distracted. He wasn't. Fine mark.
Ian Fairley from about 25 metres. A chance to make the margin only 2 points. He kicks and puts it straight through.
Well, a good reply goal to North Melbourne there. Ian Fairley has had to work hard for his kicks. It's his first goal. As I mentioned, he could have been a chance to come down to centre-half back when Craig Starcevich was giving Donald McDonald some trouble, but they persisted with him at centre-half forward. And he and Michael Christian having a good duel. But you see here, under a great deal of pressure there, fine mark, just kept his eyes on the ball the whole time. And neither Christian nor Gafer could spoil his attempt there.
Once again, we're back to a 2-point deficit. Collingwood leads. Centre bounce once again. Allison couldn't get it away. Barwick starts the hand pass, but he fired one out to Renstead, who was under enormous pressure. And Barwick's going to come out on top. He's got a free kick. Just forward of centre, Doug Barwick. Long and low he goes. Very poor kick, straight to Bryce. On to Ackley. They run it out of half back through Hepburn. Not sure what to do. He decides to go back to Ackley, who in turn goes long, putting North down to their 50-metre line. The ball spills free. Socket off the ground by Tranter. A chance for Barwick in the middle again. Long and high to the 50-metre line. McCarthy over the top with an effective spoil. Bryce waiting down, but he loses it. A chance for Brown again. Which way will it bounce this time? The wrong way again for Gavin Brown.
It's a bit unlucky there, Sam. Second time's almost identical kick, a little bit further out. The ball bouncing exactly the same way on both occasions.
3 points now, the margin. Ackley to McDonald. Just under 16 minutes remaining in this vital third quarter. McDonald has run 30 yards. Kicks towards centre wing. Fairley and Kelly. Fairley the victor on this occasion. Goes back into the middle and finds Ross Smith.
I think Ian Fairley's doing pretty well down there on Christian. A loose ball comes to Turner, who's caught, gets in a quick hand pass to Gafer. Mullane not sure what to do with that one, gets onto the left boot. Up towards Starcevich over the back of the pack. This is Donald McDonald. Let's see what he'll do with this one. A good sidestep by McDonald. Now he's gone the low pass. He found Peter German. Very evenly contested game, this one. Here's Darren Crocker taking a good mark on his chest. Crocker, ton of ability. Now he's gone short. David Dwyer's there. Over the back is Longmire. He's making the big wide turn. He's found Ross Smith. Smith long. That is shocking play. There was only one man there. It was Turner. He kicked it straight to him. And that's poor play too. Dwyer has marked at the half-forward line. Some of the field kicking today has been very ordinary. This is Dwyer setting it up. A wobbly punt towards full forward. And contested was Longmire. The second mark. Oh no, a free kick in the meantime for holding the man.
Must very lucky.
Not against him.
Players.
Well, it's gone to Kelly, and it saved a certain goal. Kelly's gone short, dangerous. The Kroll is marked. Jason Kroll at half back. Wants to play on and does so, sets Kelly up.
He loses it. Mullane tries to get it out to Kroll again. German is in there to try and spoon it out. It goes to Mullane. Onto the right boot. Wide over the head of Kerrison. Coming to meet it, Steele. Got rid of it and was held, and will be free kick.
You see two changes by Leif Matthew again. Kerrison onto Swass, and Turner now playing on Matthew Larkin.
Steele centres it. And a good grab. Taken by the big man Hepburn. North trailing by 3 points. Hepburn too far out to score. Kicking from 55. It's a good-looking kick, however, deep into the square. Is it a mark to Fairley as he shot at goal and he's put it through?
Well, that's good recovery by Ian Fairley with a fine kick from Mark Hepburn. They didn't give him a chance to even get up close to the square. That's Fairley's second goal and second in this quarter. And he's just trying to get on top of Michael Christian there, and the forward kicks a couple of goals in that quick space of time. Christian may have checked his game, but Fairley getting in front of the pack here. He was caught behind, but just rebounding very quickly there. First to recover. Didn't wait for the umpire's decision. He played on with quick goal.
Craig Kelly making a bad mistake of watching the umpire instead of grabbing Fairley then. Well, back to the centre. North have hit the front. Punched away by Allison. Next goal, pretty important here. There's Hawke brought to the ground. but a free kick for a trip, the umpire said. And it will go to Paul Hawke back in the centre. Now, the short one is on. Allison trying to get back against Barwick. Good play by Allison. Terrific play by Allison because he was out of position. Over to German, they got the loose man going. Stevens, will he go? Oh, young fella, he should have kicked it. Now he goes onto the left foot. He's found the short pass, and it's a lovely pass to Buckley. Ben Buckley, 65 metres out from goal. He's going short. Longmire sets himself. He's got 2 to beat. Punched away from him. The loose one is with Fairley. Fairley to Larkin. Matthew Larkin. A hand pass in front of goal to Longmire, who grabbed his opponent. Players in after it. Gafer is caught. Gets his quick kick in back towards the boundary line. And Collingwood looking under enormous pressure down there, Ross.
Yes, they're just starting to make a few little mistakes, a few little fumbles.
3 points in it at the moment, favouring North Melbourne. Fairley and Fellows. Fellows wins it, but almost down the throat of Crocker, taken away by Jamie Turner. Turner can bounce his way down half back. Does, then kicks long in towards the middle. No mark taken. At the back, Steele. A hurried kick, but no one there at all for North Melbourne, and Hawke is able to run it wide towards Harusalakis. Couldn't take it initially. Wright looking for the free kick. May get it too. Was held and he didn't have it. Graham Wright on centre wing. Short to Kerrison. Still in the centre. Well, he's got Barwick drifting down into a pocket if he wants him. He doesn't. He goes long and low. Lovely kick towards Brown. Off the pack, Harusalakis. Threaded a beautiful goal from this similar angle. Oh, he's done it again! What a goal by Harusalakis.
Well, Sandy, having done goals of the day, or goals of the round this morning on Sports World, that's got to feature definitely next week. It would have beaten any of the goals that were kicked yesterday and Friday night. What a great effort. And that's his second, having kicked a good goal from a similar position earlier on. We see it on replay, a really deliberate shot at goal there. Just bring the ball back far enough. Front of the goal, now the breeze to push that through. Well played, Athos Harusalakis, giving John Law a little bit of a run around. Just a little too quick at the moment.
Magpies by 3 points. Fellows versus Hepburn. Fellows again, straight to Schwass. Schwass to half forward. David Dwyer back after it. Oh, well done by Dwyer. To German. He's looking for Crocker. Taken away by Paul Hawke. He's caught. Loses it. Some good tackling by North Melbourne. As players charge in after, it's a loose ball, a chance for North. Ian Fairley's got it, an open goal. He hooks it back, and North Melbourne hit the front.
Well, he's giving those Collingwood backmen a real run around. And then Fairley, that's his 3rd goal in this quarter. He's proving as effective up in that forward line as Harusalakis is in Collingwood's forward line. And that's really given this game some life. Peter and I mentioned earlier on that the contest in this game has been very good. The disposal has been ordinary, but in this quarter, this part of the game has been very entertaining, and a good goal there to Fairley, who's broken free of Kelly.
Three goals to each side so far in this quarter, and 3 points in it with just over 10 minutes remaining. Schwass does it nicely. On to Smith. A high kick down towards the forward line. Longmire edged out. The ball breaks free. Crockett went for a soccer. Gafer was quick to pounce on him and lock it up.
Well, Longmire could almost have got a free kick then. Might have been held, but it'd take a brave umpire, I think.
David Howlett and Stephen Luckman in charge of proceedings today. Here's the bounce. A tense time. Fairley has kicked 3 in this quarter. He snaps again. He's missed this time. Gee, proving very, very dangerous. 9-10 to 9-6.
Would you get Michael Christian back onto him quick, smart,
Yes,
Ross?
I'd be inclined to do so, Peter. Yes, he's a very quick thinker in Fairley. Not a quick mover, but a quick thinker.
Well, the Collingwood backman under enormous pressure. 9-10 plays 9-6. And North, once they get that loose men going, Monkhorst is warming up. Monkhorst, I should say, is the correct pronunciation. Warming up. Here's Kelly. Barwick. Barwick wide. At the back is Bryce against Starcevic. Collingwood off the ground through Mullane, who was prominent early, but he's gone out of the game a lot, Ross.
Yes, he has, and but he's the sort of player that can spark up very quickly, Peter. Of course, Michael Christian playing at full forward now. He's had some good games at full forward for Collingwood. John McCarthy is picking up Michael Christian.
Well, Lee Matthews obviously worried about their full forward post. He had Gavin Brown there at the start of the quarter. Here's Mullane. Now a chance for the Magpies through Jason Kroll onto the left foot. Christian has marked. In front of McCarthy now if he kicks it quickly. He's been brought back about 10 metres. I thought he marked it further out towards the 50-metre line, actually. Certainly not where the mark is, but he's got the kick from directly in front. Michael Christian kicks, and I think he's hooked it. He has. He's missed. So the Magpies trail by 3 points. 9-7 plays 9-10. David Ackley about to bring it back into play.
Coming to the members' side. Bryce, the flyer. Harusalakis, this is the danger area for him. He loves kicking goals from this pocket. Brown, over it. Up and out. Onto Starcevic from 55 metres. A high centering kick. In towards Christian again. Pushed down in towards the pocket and over the line. Would it be a brave man, Ross, to tip who's going to win this at this stage?
Well, it certainly shaped up as a very even contest, particularly with Moore and Dacos out, Sandy. I hope it remains a close contest.
3 points in it. Harusalakis, this time onto the left foot. High. McCarthy with him, Kerrison. Holding on, going on there. And John McCarthy will take the free kick at fullback. So McCarthy steadies things down, going to the outer side. Kick drops short into the arms of Peter German. German onto the wing. Over Stevens and Fairley. The back is Jason Kroll. Stevens doing the chasing. Oh, interception by Larkin. Can't get an effective kick away. There's tremendous pressure on. Turner there. Stevens gets it out. Well done by the youngster. As far as Hawker's been held, and he will be free kick.
Changed by John Kennedy too, Sandy. Paul Bryce now at full back on Michael Christian. John McCarthy now picking up Gavin Brown.
Monkhorst plays on to Renstead. To half forward, right, couldn't take it. Law through. Assistance from Bryce. Law claim. Can't get a kick away. Bryce out the back door. The handball in front of Brown. Inside 50, onto Mullane. The left foot snap. One behind.
I wonder there, Sandy was actually trying to pass to Michael Christian, who called for that. The ball just travelling too far for him and straight through for a point.
2 points the difference. North still lead. It's been a seesawing game. Oh, lovely lead by Ackley. Ball out in front of him. Good kick by Bryce, and Ackley will head for the line. And I think he'd be quite happy to see that go over. It's at half back for North. And Doug Barwick, a poor first half, but came out in the third quarter with a little bit more venom, and I think Lee Matthews might have been stuck into Barwick. There he is. Now it's a free kick. Oh, how could you not get a free kick for that?
I think the umpire must have got something in his eye, Peter.
Well, just shoved straight in the back, ridden into the ground. The umpire ignored it. Now let's have another look. Oh my goodness me. Well, enough said. The picture told it all. At half forward, Monkhorst down the ground. Renstead to Hawke. Ross Smith, oh, he must be injured, Ross Smith, the way he's running after the ball. Here's Darren Mullane at half forward, a high one towards half forward. Bryce in front. Punches the ball away with disciplined play. Here's Swass. Oh, dangerous play. Oh, Gavin Brown had it taken away. Great play by McDonald. McDonald to the flank. He's got a loose man out there in Matthew Larkin. This is where North are dangerous when they get the rebound going. Matthew Larkin. Didn't know who to give it to. Crocker. Oh, what a courageous attempt to mark by Jason Kroll. Gaper, is that holding the ball?
He's played holding the man.
He's played holding the man. and he's got the ball underneath him.
Control the ball.
This umpiring is disgraceful.
Just under 4.5 minutes remaining.
How could he pay that? And now he's going to give 50.
50 because I think Donald gave a little bit of a nudge.
Yes. Quite right, Sandy.
How could he pay that holding the man when he had the ball?
Don't upset yourself, Pete.
Oh, well, let's be fair to him about it.
Starcevic. Christian also gave a little bit of a nudge. Alexander over the line.
A little bit of a nudge as a pushing them straight in the middle of the back.
I think you're feeling the heat in the kitchen.
Oh, no, but it's just, you've got to give them a serve when they deserve it. That is disgraceful.
Ackley to the outer side. Mark in front, paid to McDonald.
Well, that's 50 because Kerrison ran in front of McDonald. So he's squared on McDonald.
Well, at least it's close. That's the main thing. We've got no idea who's going to win the game.
I don't want it too close. You might be a major worry. To the centre now with that 50-metre.
He's trying to get another 50. Oh, it's a free kick down the ground.
Free kick down the ground, and it's going to be a shot at goal for North Melbourne. Only 20 metres out. John Longmire.
Well, I wonder who was hanging on, or what happened.
Frenchman obviously downfield there, well spotted by the umpires.
Longmire almost directly in front. North already lead by 2 points. He shoots at goal. He's pulled it to the left, but has he snuck it in? He has not. A bad miss.
That is a bad miss just before three-quarter time.
Obviously the Collingwood supporters there showing their pleasure at the justice given supposedly by Longmire missing that shot.
So McEwen to bring it back into play. Just on 3.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Down in front of Dwyer and also Tranter. Tranter brings it away. McCarthy with a fist to Monkhorst. Now Hawke. Barwick. Claimed. Gets the hand pass away. The kick is high in towards the centre. Chance for North's McDonald. Pushing it back from where it came towards Monkhorst. Brown applying the tackle. Monkhorst kick towards centre wing. Barwick couldn't take it. Neither could McCarthy. Now a chance for Tranter. Sets it up in front of Perkins. He was niggled. And we'll have a bounce in the middle.
It's good pressure football there. Players unable to break free.
You notice Ross doesn't say much about the umpires. That's why he won a Brownlow, Sandy. Well, it's at centre wing. I think the field kicking's been ordinary, so is the umpiring, but it's a tight game and there's plenty of pressure on. That's the main thing. As we see the punch away by McCarthy. Good play, Alexander. Back to Perkins. Perkins to Starcevic. And the umpire's playing a free kick to Starcevic. I thought that was a little bit lucky too. The North blokes were committed.
I said my piece when I played, Peter.
Well, it's Craig Starcevic at the 50-metre mark. The distance would be a doubt. Ackley's going back. Oh, not a bad-looking kicker. Beautiful drop punt. Has missed. And only 1 point, but it was a lovely kick, which makes me think maybe the Breeze just favouring that in slightly. 9-11 plays 9-9. North lead by 2 points.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Still a chance for either side to score in the closing minutes of this third quarter. But the scene is certainly set for a big final term. Arusalakis. Unable to take it was Alexander. It was Christian Hill. The question is asked by the Collingwood fans. Play on is the call. Brown from 55 metres goes long in towards full forward and hammered over the line for one behind. And Christian is asking the question once more. What did you think, Pete?
Oh, holding the man definitely to Christian. But then again, it was in the goal square. He would have had to make a courageous decision.
Bryce again. Good kick out. Brown can't mark. Barwick at the back. Hooks it round his body. In towards Arusalakis. Law is there as well. and John Law sees it over the boundary line. So the umpire copping the rounds of the table. Throw in again. German can't quite control it. And in a smidgen of pain.
Great camera shot of Peter German then expressing himself.
Well, I can't read lips, so.
Here's the bounce. Perkins in towards full forward. Who's waiting down? Ackley overruns it. The hand pass comes out to Schwass. He can backpedal to Ackley. In the square, Christian gets him, but he gets his kick away.
Well, hang on, he's kicked the ball. That is a fringe way downfield.
Now he's going to take
saying
it
was too high for the tackle, I think. But I don't even know if that was a free kick. I mean, Christian was committed to try and stop Ackley. Just play out.
Well, there's a specific chant that has gone up suggesting that that wasn't correct. But don't worry about it, David Ackley. It's three-quarter time. The scene is set for a big last quarter. North Melbourne leads by a point at three-quarter time. 9-11 to Collingwood, 9-10. So here we go, into the final quarter, and it's been nip and tuck all day. 1 point at the moment, the difference. North has made a couple of changes. McCarthy is off, Love is on, Law is defending. With a kick up towards half forward, German went crunch. Couldn't take the mark, however. Hawke pulls it back to the centre for Collingwood, but only as far as the centre. And the mark is taken by Hepburn. Hepburn's kick, long, inside 50, towards Longmire. No one down in front. Renstead claimed, but claimed hard.
After that contest before, Sandy, Craig Kelly's in a spot of bother.
Kick out wide. Starcevic has a ton of time. Ambles through half-back, then kicks to centre wing. A good mark taken by Gavin Brown. Plays on. The lead is on. An effective spoil. Waiting down Barwick. Threads his way through. Gives it to Rousselakis. He gets claimed. Tries to go back again. But Law is there to intercept. Gets the hand pass away. And North Melbourne out of trouble through McDonald up towards the half-forward line. Starcevic over the back. Doesn't get there in time. The first goal is going to be vital. It goes in towards the pocket and over the boundary line. Who are you tipping, Ross?
Well, both sides are playing good football in the contest of the ball. North perhaps just using the ball slightly better. When they have the 1 point advantage, they might maintain that at the end of the game, Sandy. How does that sound?
Almost sitting on the fence, but not bad. From the throw-in, fairly. We'll see it over once more. What do you think, Pete?
Oh, I didn't think you were going to ask me, Sandy. I actually agree with Ross. I think North just haven't used the ball all that well. I think they've had the better of general play. I think North might just get up, particularly if they can get a goal in this situation here. Here's Peter German. He's got it on the boundary line. A quick kick in front of goal. Nice mark, though. Ducking back and taking it as Paul Hawke. Oh, an ordinary-looking kick. A bad kick. Oh, young Stevens played on, but he's got presence of mind to hook it back, and he's found Brett Allison. But he didn't have to play on. He would have had a set shot.
Could have gone back, that's right, Peter.
Well, this is Brett Allison. Now, they've been kicking the distance from where Allison is taking this kick. If he kicks his goal, they will lead by 7 points, North Melbourne. Brett Allison from 45 metres kicks it long, and did it clear the pack? I think it did. Yes, it's a goal to North.
So that's an excellent kick there from Brett Allison. That's his second goal. He's been caught out a couple of times today trying to get around under his left because he doesn't fancy himself on the right. Got himself into trouble. On that occasion, having taken the mark, the kick coming from Stevens. It's a terrific kick from there, and particularly in the situation, gives his team that extra advantage. Certainly what John Kennedy would have been looking for.
So the Roos up by 7 points. Back in the centre once again. Larkin. Can't take it at the first or second attempt. Schwass.
The umpire's paid a free kick there, Sandy. Sorry to jump in there for kicking in danger.
And it's going back to Paul Hawke. So Collingwood a chance to go forward. A long kick by Hawke. No mark taken. Alexander in front of the pack, but he can't get away. Law comes over the top of him. And we'll have the ball up inside Collingwood's 50-metre line. From the bounce, Fellows tries to take it away. Gets claimed. Law and Larkin squabble over it.
That should be holding the ball.
Well, that's what I was
He
going to
made
say. I mean, it's
no
almost like
attempt to
slow
get rid of the
motion.
ball, and the umpire let it go.
Right on Collingwood's 50-metre line. Fellows does it again. Plucks it out of the air. Handballs towards goal. McDonald is there. So too Larkin. Gives it away to Bryce. North out of trouble.
Bryce, a long kick. Over the back is Michael Christian, who seems to be now back at centre half back. A good tackle there. That was by Fairley. Craig Kelly, we saw the injury before to Craig. What's the report, Michael Roberts? Ball back at centre wing. Here's Michael Christian defending, probably in his right spot at half back. Starcevic has been quiet. He's caught. Now that might be holding the ball. And the umpire said that against Craig Starcevic. A strong tackle by two. North Melbourne not seem to be tackling a lot better.
Yes, they've been. Their endeavour's been good. Both sides' endeavour's been very good. We mentioned before, I think North just used the ball slightly better.
Mark Hepburn from centre wing sets it up fairly in front of the pack. Christian at the back, a one-hander, a good mark. And Michael Christian. Third quarter, Fairley really took over at centre half forward. He was playing on Craig Kelly. And the umpire pulling him round on his muck. He's kicked 3 goals. In fact, they're all in the third quarter. Now, towards half forward, they need Starcevic to start taking a few marks. Oh, here's a loose ball going North Melbourne's way. This is Darren Crocker. The short pass is on to Longmire. Has he got backup support? Yes, he has. Through Brett Allen. No, it's not. It's young Stevens on the left foot. Fires a goal and hits the post. Bad luck to the youngster.
So you read that well. He took off, and then good sense there from Longmire too. Let out, and the pass looked to be very good. Coming down from Crocker to Longmire, just a little short. Good recovery there by Longmire to knock it out to Stevens on his left foot, hitting the post.
So the margin is now 8 points. Favouring North Melbourne. McEwen takes a couple of deep breaths. And decides to come to the members' side. Monkhorst was there, couldn't mark. Dwyer at the bottom of the pack. Kroll tries to get it out, can't do so. And so another ball up. .72 plays 64. Monkhorst. Schwass couldn't take it. Love. Not too productive there at the moment. As Darren Mullane and Jason Love have a slight altercation.
Well, it's
Down
stupid,
goes
isn't it?
Monkhorst with Love.
Well, the umpire could easily just turn around and give a free kick the other way.
The pushing and shoving has been sorted out.
Absolutely nothing going there.
No.
And we're back to square one. Although, is he going to present the ball to anyone? No. It'll be a ball up, and we can again get down to business. Monkhorst wins it. German tries to tap it wide, taken by Turner towards centre wing. Brown couldn't take it. Schwass can. Through the centre, Wayne Schwass, a long, wide left foot kick towards half forward. Gaper.
That's well done. He's a very strong player for his size, Michael Gafer. Good skill there to control that ball.
Top mark by Gafer under enormous pressure then. In a one-on-one contest, he's looking for Monkhorst. He's dropped the mark. Oh, could be costly. Kicked off the ground by David Dwyer. He has found Crocker. Crocker to Stevens. Stevens to Fairley. He's caught, but gets in a quick hand pass. Back to Crocker. He's caught. Hand pass straight to Gafer. Oh, Gafer brought down from behind, but gets in the kick to Turner. Turner sidesteps. That was good play. Jason Kroll, here's a chance for the Magpies. Murray Renstead coming through centre. Long kick to the forward line, but where are the Collingwood forwards? There's no one there. Bryce uncontested it. Across to Steele. Steele to German, and that was costly. Now to Larkin. Larkin will mark. No, he won't mark. He dropped it. Cleverly taps on Matthew Larkin, playing for the free kick. Will he get it? Oh, the umpire didn't pay it. Kicked by Renstead. The half forward again, Bryce in front. Who'll get the loose ball? There's two North Melbourne players. Paul Bryce crashes his way through the pack. They need someone up forward, Collingwood. Here's Christian, taking a good mark, and off he goes. Good play, Michael Christian, as he goes wide. A chance now for the Magpies. Here's Gavin Brown. He's caught. Was that in the back? It was, said the umpire. So a free kick to Gavin Brown.
Brown on centre wing.
50 metres.
What for?
The bets. Apparently gets Ross Smith for running across the mark. That's going to be costly. Shot at goal now.
But that's what, 4th or 5th against North tonight?
Yes, and in fact the tackle, I thought initially there was a slight nudge in the back, but in fact young Stevens rolled Brown over in the end, so it wasn't a bad effort. But
well, I don't think that umpire will be appearing next week. Umpire Luckman, on his performance today, would have to improve dramatically.
well, he may appear, but we're not sure what grade, Peters. I'm just saying.
Brown stabs at goal. Collingwood is still in the race.
Well, that's Gavin Brown's third goal. He's kicked 3 goals for, on my count today. Played at full forward and half forward flank. Been quite effective, now being picked up by Darren Steele, but the mistake coming from Ross Smith initially. He ran across the mark. Gavin Brown given an opportunity to shoot at goal. As we see Wes Fellows coming off the ground, replaced by Graham Wright.
The margin is now 2 points, favouring North Melbourne, 10-12 to 10-10. A crowd of 21,027 here at the park today. From the middle, Renstead hammers it with his left fist straight to Brown, who kicks it high to half forward. Law coming to meet it. Does well. He's a courageous player, isn't he?
Is that sheer courage?
Comes wide. Steele gets Klein. Brown steals it.
Pushing the back.
Oh, he's lost it.
That is... I won't comment.
Well, Kevin Brown, normally very quiet, did show his frustration then. But Kerrison picks it up nonetheless, goes short, finds Mullane. His hand pass to Kroll almost caught him unawares. Crocker tries to get it out to Schwartz. That's effective. Schwartz, a high kick wide. Difficult in the sun, and done well by Allison. Plays on straight away to Stevens, outside 50. The youngster playing in his first game, floating it in towards full forward. Strong mark taken by Christian.
Tremendous mark by Michael Christian. Well, he does that time and time again, saves Collingwood down there in defence. They're still not out of the defensive zone, though. Here they come. North Melbourne through Ross Smith. A high ball. At the back is Longmire. Taps it back beautifully. Jason Love has kicked it.
Well, great play there by John Longmire, not allowing that ball to go through for a point. Jason Love at the right spot. Very effective around the goals. It's his first goal. In fact, it may be his first kick. Yes, it was. He came on the ground in this start of this last quarter as Monkhorst goes off the ground and Wes Fellows back on. And a good quick reply to that Gavin Brown goal from the 50-metre penalty.
So again, the margin is out to 8 points. Under 16 minutes remaining. Collingwood needs the next goal, or else they're in real trouble. Dwyer on to Stevens. Now wide to Allison. North running on towards full forward. Out comes rugged Ronnie McEwen. Look out! One bounce, and away he goes, and the Collingwood fans love it as he finds Starcevic on the outer side.
Oh, John Kennedy won't like that, the way Ronnie McEwen got through 2 North players. Here it is, punched away by Paul Bryce. Graham Wright, the quick hand pass has found Paul Hawke. Hawke under pressure, hooks it back in front of goal. And a diving mark by Darren Steele. North looking the better side at the moment. Oh, Bryce, a shocker. It comes to Donald McDonald, who's gone short. A shocking kick. straight to Graham Wright.
So that kick from Bryce was looking for Ellison, never got anywhere near him.
Here's Graham Wright setting it up for the forwards. Can someone take a mark? Only one man can, and it's Ackley, David Ackley, the experienced back pocket player, good in a crisis. But have some mistakes been made today. There's Brett Ellison flying. Here's Doug Barwick, caught, gets a quick kick in, and he's found a man. He's found Paul Hawke, 40 metres out from goal.
You're right, but there have been some mistakes made today. Luck of fortune there. Barwick swung off his kick. Hawke in front with a kick from Bryce, looking for actually Stevens. It was initially a poor one, and allowed Collingwood to keep possession.
Paul Hawke, a vital kick for goal from 40 metres. He kicks it, floats across. Is it through? No. Oh. Well, the Magpies could do with a goal right here and now. They're 7 points down. There's still plenty of time, 13 and a half minutes left, but North have certainly looked the better side since half-time.
7 points is the margin. Fellows from behind. Goes long, in towards full forward. The fist by Bryce towards the boundary line is over.
He's played a great second half, Paul Bryce, Ross.
Done a lot better, Peter.
11-12 to 10-11. An important time for Collingwood. They've got it down in that scoring zone. German's kick is high. Doesn't make a lot of distance, however. Mullane comes over the top. Out wide is Ackley. Will keep it in play. Under pressure, out of bounds on the full. So Collingwood another chance.
Good tackle by Alexander, good pressure.
It'll be Mullane to bring it back in. Darren Mullane centres it. Well fisted away. Larkin through solidly. Renstead tries to get the hand pass away. Clever tap on by Stevens. Now the North machine starts to run through Larkin over the centre towards Fairley. Fisted away by Christian. Crocker loose. Onto the left foot goes Darren Crocker, but his kick is wide and to the left. One behind.
And while that was happening, Sandy, Wes Fellows limped off the ground. Damien Moncourt's back on.
And that looked like Barwick down. Oh, that's Barwick copying it from Larkin, hip and shoulder. Umpire paid a free kick early in the day for one of those
yes.
In the head when the player was
the
bending
same player
down.
who affected the hip and shoulder.
Larkin certainly knows how to use his body. There's the ball fisted away. Renstead, quick hand pass finds Hawke. Hawke a hurry kick, should be marked by Ross Smith. A lot of courage, enormous courage by Smith. Well, he's got plenty of that. Smith to half forward. Longmire sets himself. Couldn't quite take it, but he's in after it again. John Longmire trying to tap it on. It's at half forward for North. The pressure is on Collingwood.
Let's go down to Michael Roberts. What's the problem with Wes Fellows, Michael?
Wes Fellows is having his ankle looked at. They're just applying ice now, and he limped off and he looks fairly bad.
8 points the margin. North's 50-metre line. Crocker hammers it closer to goal. Pushed wide. Mullane will be first to it. In two minds. Eventually takes his kick over the head of Kroll. It goes. Brown can't keep it in play. With him is Dwyer. And we'll see a throw in on centre wing. Well, it has been close all day. Collingwood got out to a lead of 16 points. North then came back and in turn led by 10. And currently they lead by 8. Still on centre wing. Hepburn and Monkhurst. Won by the latter, taken by Kerrison. Towards Perkins. Intercepted by Alexander. Short left foot kick. Well done by Steele, but equally well done by Starcevic to give effect the tackle. Back to Perkins. Here's danger. Larkis can go over the top. He steadies, shoots towards goal, and Collingwood are not out of the race yet.
And what you see, he just got his kick away in time. Congratulations coming from the Collingwood players to Colin Alexander, who put good pressure on the flank. Larkis third goal. He had the chance to pass to Gavin Brown in the square. Got back a little slowly. Saw the opportunity, kicked that goal quickly. And it's been a good contest. Separated now only by 2 points again. And there's never been that much of a margin between both sides all day.
Athos, the Risalakis has kicked free, and the Collingwood Army, they've got their voices going now. 2 points the difference. North lead. The centre bounce vital. Monkhurst gets it. This is Wayne Schwass on the left foot, kicking it wide and long and out on the full. So it'll be a free kick out there to Barwick. But Barwick has not had a great day, but this is the testing time right now. A long kick, and he can certainly do that. That is a long kick towards half forward. Goodman, no, not taken, but the umpire pay it to McDonald. I thought he had it, then
paid over the shoulder, actually, Peter.
Right.
Free kick.
Donald McDonald from half back. Kicks it wide. Fairley waits at the back. Good play by Paul Hawker. Quick hand pass to Barwick. Barwick, good play, Larkin. And Stevens, who puts his head in and goes in after it. Barwick in after. That's in the back. A very poor tackle that by the North player. And that lady, I remember in my day when I was playing.
Does she agree with that? Or
well, I don't think she agreed with that decision, Roscoe. As we see Barwick towards half forward. McDonald appealing for the mark. The umpire won't pay it. And it will be a bounce, but most importantly, it's Collingwood's half forward line.
2 points the margin, favouring the Roos. 8.5 minutes remaining. Monkhorst wins it. Down to Hawke, on to Wright. Danger here. Wright tries to go for the forward. Hawke loses the run. He may get another chance. Still going. Taken out of his hands by Smith and pushed over the line. Still on Collingwood's 50-metre line. Monkhorst wins it again. Alexander claimed by Ackley. Hawke. A hand pass on all fours. Perkins in towards full forward. And pushed wide. So another throw in the left forward pocket. Now Starcevic, I think, is remonstrating, suggesting that could have been a score. Perkins again on the boundary line. Hooks it back. Over into the other pocket. Barwick chasing. On his hammer is Dwyer. And Dwyer got a boot to that. It went over on the full. So Barwick will have a shot. Well, what a dramatic conclusion we're seeing to this game. Doug Barwick tucked on the boundary line. Collingwood trails by 2 points. And Barwick probably 35 metres out, Ross.
Yes, and he's just ignored two leads. Both of them could have been passed to, both quite free.
He fancies his chances. A tough shot. It's a fair kick. One behind.
Must have been close.
Pressure that lady is feeling.
Well, they take their football seriously, particularly at Collingwood. They love their players. They love their club. As you can see, the great camera shot of the crowd. But there's Paul Bryce. The pressure now on North a little bit. They only lead by a point now. Is that a mark? Umpire didn't think so. And it will be a bounce. There's Matthew Larkin, who's been a good player. John McCarthy warming up on the boundary line. We'll find out in a moment who he's going to replace. What a great finale to this game. A point the difference. Here goes Matthew Larkin. He's lost it to his teammate John Law. Law a quick kick. Or Jason Love. Oh, a clever play by Love, because he brought the ball round the boundary line with a 20-metre hand pass. Good thinking.
Yes, and Mark Hepburn's the player that's come off, replaced by John McCarthy.
Throw in on centre wing. 6 minutes remaining. Mullane tries to soccer off the ground. Clever scoop by Stevens to McCarthy. He's done some good things, the young boy. Longmire also, clever tap on towards Crocker. On his hammer is Gafer. This will be interesting. McEwen in for support. Closer to goal goes German. Goes to ground. Can he pick it up and get it out? No, he can't. The ball is held. And in a bit of trouble behind players, John Longmire, very slow to get up. In the hands of the trainer at the moment. North have it 25 metres out from their scoring zone. Crocker picks it up, shoots towards goal, but is off target and pops through a behind.
Be a handy point though, Sandy. With some 2 points in front, John McCarthy's gone into the ruck. John Kennedy looking for some mobility and some contest against Monkhurst.
Why is it such a handy point, Ross?
Why wouldn't it be? Any point's a good point, Pete.
I think you've made your point. McEwen. Good kick once again, looking for Monkhurst. He hammers it further away from that North attacking zone. Barwick paddling the ball along in front. Loses it eventually to Smith, who spirals one back to the 50-metre line. Love couldn't take it. Tranter does well. Well played. To centre wing, and he finds Barwick.
He's done some good things, Tranter, particularly early, but that was very clever. Very cool.
Doug Barwick sending Collingwood deep into attack once again. Harusalakis with the one hand, couldn't take it. Steele flick back towards the centre. The mark is taken by Ackley.
Ackley's gone on with the game over to Ross Smith. Smith long towards half forward. Jason Love sets himself. Tranter, good play. Punches it away. This is Monkhurst. Oh, that's deliberate. Oh, lucky Damien.
Well, when you're that big, Pete, it's hard to turn around and come back.
I know he walked straight over the line, but some umpires would pay that. Thank God he didn't. There's the ball punched away to half forward. That was Gafer, and then Ackley taps it to the line. Will he pay that deliberate? Ooh. Well, I know what Ackley's intention was. It's on centre wing. 2 points the difference. North Melbourne lead. A clever tap over the top. Comes to Swass. Oh, Swass trying to do too much, but eventually gets his boot the ball and brings it around the boundary line and puts it over. The Magpies trail by 2 points.
Valuable time, Pete. Just 3.5 minutes remaining.
Well, a goal to North had nearly shut the gate, but Collingwood have to get the next goal, I would think. Here's a chance through Paul Hawke. Oh, he went the wrong way and ran over the line with it. So still slightly on North Melbourne's half-forward line. Next goal, vitally important.
Here's the throw-in. Monkhurst in front. Kerrison shrugs one tackle. Goes on to the left foot. High, down towards the left half-forward flank. Ackley with a double-fisted spoil. Sees it towards the line. Gafer keeps it in just. And then kicks it. It spins into play. And is now taken out. But Collingwood have surged that ball down to their 50-metre line. 2.5 minutes remaining. 2 points the difference. Collingwood's finals hopes could go down the drain here.
Played holding the ball.
Well, the game doesn't mean all that much to North Melbourne. It means more to Collingwood, but well, North are still fighting hard.
I think there'd be a little pride at stake after last week.
I think so. I think John Kennedy's ripped right into them.
Wayne Schwass from half back towards the wing, and defensively again over the line by Crocker. Just over 2 minutes remaining.
Well, the ball on centre wing. You couldn't wish for a better finish. Good play by Mullane. Straight to Swass for North Melbourne. The North Melbourne players pouncing on top of it, and umpire Luckman will bounce.
The North Melbourne runner giving all the forwards right up the ground to make sure there's a contest there, not a Collingwood player free. The only player left up in their forward line at the moment, in about 100 metres, is John Longmire.
Monkhurst now. Oh, the umpire deliberated on that one. I reckon he nearly went the other way, Ross. And he gave it to Hawke. Hawke from centre wing. The half-forward. Starcevic at the back. In front is Larkin. Cleverly heads for the line. And Swass touchdown. I think he's got a New Zealand background. I think he knew to go to touch then.
Well,
Jimmy Carter, that man, is the North Melbourne man on the boundary line.
A dramatic finish. Buckley a short kick. Gains 25 metres though. That's all North wants to do. Just over a minute remaining. And Jimmy is tense.
He's in charge of the interchange for North, Sandy.
Renstead's kick smothered. Another bounce. Valuable seconds, however, for North ticking away, and they are valuable for Collingwood too.
Well, that point is going to be vital, I think. The Collingwood actually have to score a goal.
Yep. 2 points in it at the moment. Monkhorst goes it alone. Schwash hammers it away from Kerrison, but straight to Barwick. Barwick on to Gafer. They're going to have to go. He could just about win it. The kick bounces over the top. Dwyer is at the back. He'll head for the boundary line with a fist. He does. Fairley is in front. Sees it over the line. Was it deliberate? It's too late. It's too late. The final scoreboard reading North Melbourne 11-14-80. Collingwood 11-12-78.